Welcome to this course on the business model canvas designed specifically for vet trainers and coaches. So, in this session, we'll explore how you can use the BMC as a practical and visual tool to help your learners design, structure, and refine their entrepreneurial ideas. So, through this short self-paced course, around 15 minutes, you'll discover simple ways to bring entrepreneurial thinking into your classroom and guide your students in turning creative ideas into actionable models. So, by the end of this course, you'll be able to explain what the business model canvas is and describe each of its 9 components. Apply the BMC techniques with your learners to structure their project's ideas. Integrate entrepreneurial thinking into classroom activities and vet projects. And finally, use practical teaching tools to guide your students through the entire process from idea generation to value creation. So, this course is all about making entrepreneurship tangible in vocational education, even without launching a real business. So, why is the business model canvas so valuable in vocational training? Because it gives learners a clear visual framework to organize their thoughts and understand how a business truly works. So it helps them visualize and structure ideas, connect creativity with problem solving, and think about how value is created and delivered to customers. It also encourages them to explore key entrepreneurial dimensions like identifying resources, designing offers, or thinking about revenue streams. Most importantly, it allows learners to experience entrepreneurship in a safe and practical way without the need to actually start a business. So it's learning by doing in a structured, visual, and interactive way. So the business model canvas, or BMC, is a simple yet powerful visual tool that captures the main elements of any business or project idea on one page. It helps learners move from an abstract idea to a concrete plan of action, something they can see, discuss, and improve. So think of it as a map that connects all the parts of a business: customers, value, resources, costs, and more. So when learners use the canvas, they begin to see how each decision affects the whole system. And that's when real entrepreneurial learning happens. So the business model canvas is made up of 9 interconnected blocks, as we know. Let's take a quick look at them. We have the customer segments, who your learners aim to serve, value proposition, what makes their idea valuable or unique. The third one is channels, how they reach and deliver value to customer. For customer relationships, how they build and maintain engagement. The revenue streams is how the idea generates income or value. 6 is key resources, what's needed to make it happen. Key activities, what actions are essential to deliver value. And key partners, who supports or complements their projects. And then cost structure, what costs are involved in making it all work. So altogether, these 9 blocks help learners see the big picture, not just their product or service, but the whole ecosystem around it. So when introducing the BNC to your learners, it's helpful to break it down into practical classroom actions. For example, when discussing customer segments, ask students to identify 2 or 3 target audiences who benefits from their idea. With value proposition, guide them to write a clear why it matters set statement. What problem are they solving? So when you get to channels, have them brainstorm different ways to deliver value, maybe through social media, local markets, or digital platforms. For customer relationships, design an activity around communication. How can they build trust or retain their customers? Then for revenue streams, ask them to create a simple pricing model. And for the resources and activities sections, let them list what they need and what actions they must take to bring their projects to life. And when talking about partners, discuss who they might collaborate with, local suppliers, mentors, or maybe other students. And finally, for cost structure, let them estimate basic costs, materials, marketing, or tools. So these small exercises make the BMC both practical and interactive. So let's now look at some real examples of how trainers have used the BMC with their learners. The first example is the mini project in hospitality. It's from Portugal, where learners redesigned a coffee's menu and marketing plan using the BMC. So they explored customer needs, created a new value proposition, and adjusted pricing and communication. The result is that they learned to apply every block of the BMC while building creativity and initiative. The second example scenario on eco products in Spain. So students imagined a sustainable product for a local shop and mapped it on the BMC. This helped them understand the link between customer segments, value creation, and revenue generation. For the third example, reflection scenario, learners mapped the digital service idea related to their field of study. They practiced planning, problem solving, and resource allocation, exactly the kind of mindset we want to nurture. As you can see, the BMC works across all sectors from tourism to technology. So, as a trainer, your role is to guide the learning journey, not just explain the model, and start by walking learners through each BMC section step by step. Encourage them to make realistic but creative assumptions. The goal is exploration, not perfection. So use examples from their own fields to make it relevant. A bakery project for culinary students, a repair service for technical learners, or an event idea for communication students. Invite reflection and peer feedback, what works, what doesn't, and why. And above all, reinforce interactive learning. Encourage learners to revisit their canvas, adjust ideas, and learn from the process. The BMC is meant to evolve just like real entrepreneurial ideas do. And to make your teaching easier,